Hey YouTube, my name is Dan and welcome back to my fish room where today we're talking discus. So those of you who've watched the channel previously know that I've been keeping discus for about 5 years. I've bred and raised some of these guys in here. And I just wanted to share the sort of 5 things that kind of, I've picked up on over these years, because there's a lot of stuff on the internet about, well, all kinds of fish. Discus in particular, there's, everyone has their thoughts, so I just thought I'd weigh in with mine. Guys, just a little caveat here is this is all based on me keeping domestic strains, not wilds. Wilds, a lot of this would still apply to them, I would imagine, but having not kept them myself, I don't want to say for sure. So, number 1, discus are a lot hardier than we give them credit for. Especially, like I said, the domestic strains, you'll hear people say they have to be kept in RO water, they have to have this, they have to have that. And whilst that is true, they are a lot hardier than we give them credit for. And I think that is one of the things that stops people wanting to get into keeping discus, because they think they have to have the RO water, they have to have 100% water change every single day, all these sorts of things. These guys live in 100% tap water, obviously dechlorinated, etc. And they get a water change, they get 100% water change 2 to 3 times a week. And they are good. Yes, you can do 100% water change every day. Yes, you can do 100% RO water. If that is something that you have the capability to do, great, but not everyone does that, and it doesn't mean that you can't keep discus, you just have to be mindful of a few other things. Number 2, consistency is key. So whatever you keep them at, temperature, whatever their water change ratio frequency is, what pH, all these things, guys, whatever you've got, they'll pretty much be able to adapt to, and just keep it consistent. You don't have to chase the pH. They'll thank you for that, keeping it consistent. So number 3, guys, better together. These guys are a schooling, semi-schooling fish, and they do like to be kept in bigger groups. You see a lot of people having 3 or 4 or 6 in a tank, and whilst that can be totally fine, they are cichlids. They do have pecking orders and aggression, and with my 10 that I have here, this is a 4-foot, 350 litre tank, there is still a bit of aggression, especially if new fish have come in, or if one fish stole the other fish's breakfast. So bigger groups equals less pecking order, because there's just so many, which equals less aggression, less stressed fish, overall happier. So now, in theory, guys, if I could keep the water parameters pristine, right? Let's say I could do 100% water change every day. I had a big old sump for massive bacterial media. I had a, this or that or whatever, and I could keep the quality and the stability, consistency good. I could have double the number in here, and they would be just as happy, maybe even a little bit happier, because there would be 0 aggression. And I have in the past had a lot more fish in this tank when I just kept discus, and I was doing that. So more equals better. Number 4. Size matters. So these discus are all of about a roughly same size. What I see a lot of the time is you'll have some people who have a big discus and a couple of little discus, and then usually the people are then saying, why did my smaller discus not growing? Why did they look a little bit, a little bit runty, a little bit ragged? Again, cichlids, bullying, aggression, pecking order. One of them wants to be the boss. The boss doesn't have to be the biggest one in the tank, but it usually is, especially if size is different. And the bigger fish will put out the hormones to basically try to keep the other fish from growing. The stunting hormone, I think it's called. It's got a fancy name, I can't remember it. But when you have fish all of relatively the same size, they'll all grow about evenly, because no one is getting too big for it. So whilst these guys are a little bit smaller, they're within the bracket that I've been advised based on the experts that I get the fish from. Go for a group of 6 or 10, all the same size, will look nicer to at least my eye, and they'll grow better and there'll be less aggression. All right, guys, and last but not least, number 5. I heard this on the internet and it just rang really true. I can't remember who said it. All fish need care, or all living things need care, to be fair. All fish need care, but discus need a little bit of extra love. They get their, they get their live foods, they get their freeze-dried foods, they get a good variety, they get handmade seafood mixes, they have vitamins that go into their waters, they have vitamin that goes into their food, just all these little extra things just to help keep them nice and happy. And just jumping in here, guys, because I did unfortunately lose the footage of this. just wanted to basically say, like, these guys are a really great, really rewarding fish to have. If you want a tank that you can kind of set up, leave, kind of forget about it, top up water change every now and again, then obviously these fish aren't going to be for you. But if you've got the patience and you're willing to put in the time and energy into these guys to give them that little bit of extra love, they're really, really great fish to have. Really fun, good little personalities, quite quirky, and honestly I don't think I could ever see myself not keeping Discus. The hobby might go up and down in terms of how much I'm in it and how many fish I have and all that stuff, but I think Discus will just always have to be a staple in my house because they're just the best. I'll tell you what, guys, we'll leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any thoughts on the 5 things I talked about, maybe you've got a 6th or a 7th you would add, or even just tell me your top 5. I would love to hear about it. Otherwise, thank you so much, guys, and I'll catch you next time. Cool. Number 3. Number 3. Number 3? Number 3. Number 3.